It's opening day for the APFL. We have an update on all of the trades that were made on day one. We have an APBL baseball draft update, and we have the first look at our new website. All of this and more in 20 seconds. Hey, fellow fanatics, welcome to the Fanatically Real broadcast, sponsored by Sport Management Solutions, your one-stop shop for all your athletic communication needs. Welcome to year 11 of doing the Fanatically Real broadcast. That's crazy to even think about that we've been doing this show just by itself for 11 years, let alone doing this league for 32 years now. It's amazing to me. So we're going to have a little bit of probably a speed bump in the displaying of art and slide for you guys tonight. For whatever reason, my third external monitor, the 65-inch TV across the room, decided it didn't want to work again tonight, and it was just operational a couple of days ago when MJ was here, and she dropped me off after having my the F-150 worked beautifully while she was here, and now it's not working. So MJ, you got to see the last use of it while you were here. So as we said, it is opening day for the APFL. We opened up trades and the free agency waiver wire at 9 a.m. East Coast time this morning. Waiver wire will run at 1 a.m. next Wednesday. We will keep that same off-season pattern where it will be 1 a.m. on Wednesdays until we get into the season, and then it'll be daily after that. But we did have quite a few trades that went on today. Let's start off on the AFC side. This first trade is a head scratcher, probably to a lot of people. Denver, last year's world champion, was able to package up Travis Kelce and a 2026 third rounder, send him over to the Kansas City Arrowheads, and he was then able to receive Dawson Knox in a 2026 round one. Yes, the times now. Hey, Damien, hope everything is going well for you and family. So not exactly sure what to make of this trade. I don't want to put too much of my 2 cents in to look like I'm biased, but as you can already probably tell from my tone, that I'm not a big fan of this trade and what it does to the league. So let's move on. We had let's see, we had 7 trades total involving 9 teams. This was the only one on the AFC side from the opening bell at 9 a.m. this morning until 3 p.m. East Coast time. I decided to cut off doing the art at a certain time. That way we could get it all done. I do believe there were 2 more trades made after the 3 o'clock p.m. East Coast time that I will put the art together for and place out there tomorrow in the APFL channel. I'm 100% with you on that. Just seems like a very odd head-scratching move to make. One of the cool things that we are going to get to see as we're talking about these trades tonight, though, is the new AI art for the 2025 season. Some teams elected, like Denver did, to keep with their old art because the new stuff that we tried to create just wasn't as good as that one. However, as you can see, Kansas City there has got a new piece of art. So let's move on to the NFC side, where you're going to see a common theme throughout these trades, where Minnesota was hot and heavy after being part of the dispersal draft and is now on the trade path with just about every team, any team that he can get a hold of in the NFC side now that he has switched over from Cleveland to Minnesota. His first, not the first of the day victim, because his first victim of the day was Chicago, but I wanted to kind of put Minnesota out there first and then show the final trade or the first trade that he made with Chicago and then lead into Chicago making a move as well. So there's a theme here. There's a storyline here. Keep paying attention. You'll see it here shortly. So Minnesota and Seattle get into it. Seattle ends up receiving 3 picks, 2 this year, 1 next year. He gives up DeAndre Swift, Terry McLaurin, and then also a pick for this year. And then not done yet. Minnesota ends up making a trade with San Francisco. San Francisco gets the first round pick in 2026, while Minnesota ends up getting Hubbard and a pick this year. Minnesota still continuing to make splashes, this time with Philadelphia. Philadelphia gets Devontae Smith and a 2026 round 3 pick, while Minnesota gets pick 113 and a 2026 round 1. Minnesota again makes another trade, this time with Green Bay, the year before's world champion. So year 2's world champion. Damien's out there right now. Damien ends up getting Terry McLaurin and Brock Bowers. Minnesota gets Kyron Williams, Tyreek Hill, Mark Andrews, and a 2026 round 1 and 2. And then here's the first trade that Minnesota made of the day, and that was with Chicago. Chicago ends up getting Austin Eckler. He gave up the 215 for him. And then Chicago ended up making a move with the Washington franchise. Chicago ended up getting Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Warren, Darnell Mooney, the 2025 2.16, while Washington ended up getting Brock Purdy, which is spelled wrong, I just noticed, and then the pick 115. So there were all of the trades that were made prior to 3 o'clock today. Like I said, I think we had 2 more. I think there was a Jacksonville and Houston trade, and then I think there was another lopsided trade by Kansas City. I appreciate it, Damien. I thought they turned out pretty well this year as well. I like your new Green Bay as well. The Washington and Chicago look good too. So I'm glad that somebody appreciated the art, and I will get the other 2 picks that were done after the 3 o'clock time posted sometime tomorrow in the APFL channel, and they might be part of next week's show as well. So like we already said, waiver wires are open. They will run for the first time off season next Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the morning. That will be the same frequency that we will use throughout the regular season, the 1 a.m. There will be no first come, first serve during the off season. So after the waiver wire has ran, everybody will automatically be put back on hold and on waivers. So there will be no first come, first serve until 1 week before the season begins. We will run a waiver on that Wednesday before, and then that will also include a first come, first serve after that as we get ready to go into the season first Thursday in September. We will have our rookie draft for the APFL the Monday after the NFL's draft. And as you probably heard, we threw around a lot of 2026 first round picks inside all of those graphics tonight. That will be open on League Safe sometime tomorrow for all of you who gave up 2026 first round picks to pay into. I lost count of how many it is. I'll have to go back through and look at it, but I know that there's got to be at least 4 that were in there, maybe 5. You guys will have to pay for the 2026 season. So that will take care of everything for the football side for the night. I definitely wanted to throw some words out there for the APBL, which is the baseball league, the Alliance Professional Baseball League. Our draft did take place last Tuesday on the 4th of March. Took about 3 hours to do it. It is definitely different drafting 14 teams versus 12. Here are the first 3 rounds and what that looks like if anybody wanted to take a peek at that and see how it went down. The regular season for the APBL and the MLB will open on the 18th, which is next Tuesday. There will be 2 games in Japan on the 18th and the 19th. That is going to be the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs playing against each other. The rest of the regular season will continue back stateside on the 27th. So the very first week of the fantasy season is kind of a non-traditional week, as instead of it running for 7 days, it will run for March 18th all the way till April 6th. And Coach Gerard is out there saying, go Atlanta. So that's it on that side. What I wanted to do was, some of you have heard that we have started on a new website, and I wanted to give everybody a sneak peek at what the new website looks like. I saw this template that I'm going to show you about 2 years ago, and then the idea for the FSAU came to me. And I knew if we were going to have a league like that, we were going to have a more robust website, more than just the one that we have right now that just kind of puts out information. In fact, I'm going to pull that one up as well so we can look at both of them. I had all of these things pulled up, but like I said at the beginning of the show, for some reason, the extended monitor did not want to work tonight. So I've been working on this website coming up on 2 weeks now. I think this upcoming Friday, 2 days from now, will be 2-week mark. The reason for doing this is I wanted to have a website that had a whole lot more interaction to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the website for people who would like to write for FSA to have the ability to post stories on there. We're also going to have daily trivia questions from the mad scientist himself, Damian Scott. And then we're also going to have MJ put up some tailgating recipes, and anybody else who might want to do that as well. So those are all going to get captured on the website. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the website up so you all can see what that looks like right now. After we get through the remaining things that we have to do for the website to get it 100% ready, and I have taken copious amounts of notes. I think I'm like up to 3 pages worth of notes, and we're knocking them off a little bit at a time. I'm down to like 7 out of the 23 items that I had listed yesterday still left to do, but these last 7 are a little bit harder to get through than what I've done over the last couple of days. So once I get those done, what we're going to start doing is we're going to start working on the ability to do API calls to the MFL page, which is currently the scoring engine for all of the FSA leagues, football leagues, that is. And I'm going to slowly scroll through here so you can see this. We're going to try to work on doing API calls. If we can make the API calls work, then you will be able to run any of your FSA teams that you have on MFL through iPlayFSA.com. Here is the website. On the main page, as you can see, we'll go back up to the top real quick. These are going to be your main 5 stories that will be up here at the top. They will have this little league identifier on them that are color-coded based on the league. You will be able to at any time click on that league identifier, and it will take you to the page that will have more stories of the same league. So let's say you were only a WRL member and you want to see what's going on in the WRL, you can click on WRL here and it will show you all of the different stories that are there. The other cool feature is you'll be able to pull down leagues here and go to any of them as well. So if you wanted to see anything about the APFL, you could click on there and then it goes to that section as well. Let's say you have a particular author that you're a fan of and you want to read their stuff. You can click on the author's name and it will take you to a page that will show all of the stories that they have written, plus a little bio about that writer, that author. And then if you ultimately just want to read the story, click on the story highlights or the title of the story, and you can come in here and read the story as well. In every one of these pages, you'll have a quick reference over here on the side to be able to go to the other leagues. And as you can see, as I'm mousing over there, some of those still need to have some work done on them. Part of my list of 7 things that still need to be done. Here is the trivia question of the day section, and here is your tailgating section over here on the right hand side. What's really cool about this is as Damien gives us the question of the day, you'll be able to go in here and click on it. Got to take care of that. That's a note that I need to do. I'm glad that just happened. But you'll be able to come in here and you'll say, like, the iconic NFL on Fox theme song was partially inspired by which superhero? Does anybody know the answer to that question? And I'll let it hang there for a second and see if any of the 4 of you that are out there have a guess for that, and we'll come back to that. We have our tailgating recipes, which also I'm surprised it didn't have the pop-up thing there. But let's say we were going to go to the touchdown brat sliders. There's the pop-up that I was worried about. You'll be able to go here and you'll have all of your prep time, your ingredients, the instructions how to make anything that's in there. Let's see, what else do we have here? All of our FSA broadcasts are going to be here. The last 5 or 6 are going to be over here on this marquee that you can do right here, and you click through this. And then here is the show times and a little bit of description of each one of the broadcasts that we do have. If you want to find out more about, say, band, you click on band, and they'll come in here and give you a description about what that is. You also have your footer down here where you can click on any of the leagues, and it'll take you to those spots. We also have our About Us page. Got to get some more information in on there. Like I said, you all are getting your first look. Our team, which is going to be all of the authors that will be a part of this website, will go there. Like if we wanted to find out any stories written by Kevin and any information about him, it will go here. And then we also have our contact page over here on the far right. So there will be more to come as we go. I just wanted to make sure that everybody got their first look at that. And mostly because I'm super excited that I've been able to accomplish as much as I have on this website and got us to the point where we can do some database interaction with it, and hoping to be able to do API calls to it soon. That way we will not have to use my fantasy league anymore. You can log in here on iPlayFSA and then do everything that you can and need to do with your team there. If you have not looked at the website lately, please go out to iPlayFSA.com. Here is the current website and what it looks like. So go take a peek at it. Tell us if there's some features on this old website that you'd like to see on the new website. And then you just got a down and dirty version of the new website. Let us know if there's anything that you think we need to add or subtract from that as well. That's it. Coming up on 17 minutes right now. The plan is to have a Fanatically Real broadcast next Wednesday on the 19th, because that will be day 2 of MLB's season, which is also day 2 for the APBL. However, I will be making a trip home to the Great Lake Hydras region. I don't know if I'm going to have the ability to be able to do a broadcast or not. So we might be put on delay and not have a show again until the 26th. In that case, we will be partway through the first season. Like it'll be the day before we come back, partway through the first week of the APBL season, because it will be the day before that we come back to the States and start. So probably a better time to have the show then. Sorry if I sounded like I rambled tonight. I'm still a little upset about my TV screen over there not working. It's very attitudey. It like only wants to work when it wants to, and I don't understand why. But that's it. I want to thank the 2025 sponsors, Sport Management Solutions, your one-stop shop for all your athletic communication needs, and the Recast, the official music of the FSA. Appreciate you both coming back for the 2025 season. Thank you for watching opening day here for the 2025 season and 2025 broadcasts. Again, give us all your thoughts and opinions on what you think of the new website. Get a chance to go out and look at the old website. If you need a link for the new one because it's not out there live, let me know. I'll shoot it over to you if you want to do some deep diving on it and deep digging, so you can tell me if you can break the website and figure out what still needs to be done, because I found a couple things already tonight showing it to you that I need to work on now. But again, appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your week, and then hit me up on Discord, and we will see you no later than the 26th of March for the next broadcast. Y'all have a great evening.